Alright, yeah, it's working now. Oh, I did plan on doing a straight out, so now I'm doing time. Unfortunately, it's not a serious, it's not a serious one. You want so because it's so serious, I need to make sure that I don't tell it and everything. Like, and so it's how it is. As this happened. This was just a regular school day. I believe it was during like the first couple of weeks of first year. Really, it was like my first year in the academy. So this didn't go down too well with everyone around. And so that kind of also sucked, pretty much screwed it up, because that close to getting suspended from it. So I'll just tell you how the story went. Basically, it's like a normal day, and there's this person at my school. I won't give his name out. Yeah, but let's just call him. Let's just call him Bob. Call him like Jimmy Bob Bob, something like that. Jimmy Bob. So Jimmy Bob he's no one likes him. No one likes old Jimmy Bob, and you're gonna find out why no one likes him. It's because he does stuff like this on a daily basis. Basically, I know a friend who unfortunately had a relative that passed away. And that's pretty sad, so I said, sorry man, yeah, as sympathetic as I could, because, it's always sad when a family member dies. 'Cause, so as I was saying I went down to shops to get something to eat, because it was during lunchtime, so we could get something to eat. And when I came back, what I had heard is that Jimmy Bob had basically been saying some really, really screwed up stuff about my friend's deceased relative. Yeah, and honestly, that was just horrifying. Well, to me, it was just horrible. Oh, so, of course, I went up to him and said, dude, you can't say that. Why are you doing that? And he said, like, get lost. Yeah, so I said, man, just say sorry. Yeah, trying to be as nice about it as possible. And this is what he does. Yeah, this is how he acts. He grabs me, and of course, I immediately go into rage mode. Yeah, and I grab him, and I start pushing him up against the wall. Yeah, and I start chasing him. Yeah, and Jimmy Bob, he's quite big. Let's just say that he's a big lad. So it wasn't that hard to catch up to him. And when I did catch up to him, I still grabbed him. I didn't punch him or kick him or anything. I just grabbed him, and I started squeezing into him. Yeah, that sounds so wrong, but basically this one, I just kept grabbing him. And yeah, I kept saying like, hey, dude, you can't do that. You can't do that, man. And like just shouting at him. Yeah, and basically, I the school police officer came. His name is PC. I can't give out his name, but this is what we call him. We call him PC Bicep, because like he thinks he's like the top of the school or whatever. So that's our little name for him. And yeah, so he thinks he's like the boss of the school, and it just really annoys all of us. Because it's just like, everyone at the school hates him. End of. So eventually, and he did come out and he pulled me out, yeah, and of course, he just had to pull the whole thing out of proportion and turn that into like a small little fight. It wasn't even a fight. Yeah, he tried to turn it into like some major crime scene as if somebody just got murdered. Heard ya? And he pulled me out. Like, yeah. And he sends me in. Of course he doesn't send in Jimmy Bob. Cause no, he didn't know anything about that. So when he sets me down, I go to explain him what happened. Doesn't let me speak at all. He just starts tearing into me about how I'm such like a disgrace to society. How like I'm like an animal that should be locked away and everything. Being kept out of the way of the general public and stuff like that. And I was like, can you say that as a police officer? It's just like, I can say whatever I want. And so, I'm just sitting there taking it because I can't say anything back. I'm in like a deep hole already. I don't want to dig myself any deeper. So unfortunately, I just have to sit there and take all this abuse coming from him. And then eventually, uh, yeah, eventually I did get to talk, actually, and I did tell him, it's not my fault. Yeah, I was only looking out for my friend. And then eventually just says, bull crap. He's just like, bull crap. No, no, no. Oh, no, no, you won't. You're just there to start trouble, aren't you? How bad of a police officer are you? Yeah, so I'm just sat there having to take all this abuse from him and then having him just absolutely ignore everything I'm saying, which just made everything 10 times worse. I was getting across to him. Yeah. But eventually, so yeah, they did eventually pull in Jimmy Bob, and they got his sob story about how he didn't do anything wrong, how he's the good child, and nothing happened, and that I just attacked him for no reason. Yeah, and I eventually told him, I said, everything that he's done, everything that he said to my friend that you know, had the deceased relatives. I told them everything, but they just completely ignored me. So yeah, fantastic. Yeah, and they just listened to his complete sob story. And then eventually they may have considered on the cameras that I said to them, and you're gonna laugh when you hear what his excuse was. They said, "Why would you bully him?" And yeah, and this is what his excuse was: "I've been bullied my whole life." No shit. Well, no, duh, Sherlock. If you're gonna like, if you're gonna make fun of children and like people that are just younger than you for having dead relatives, maybe, just maybe, yeah, you're gonna get bullied. Yeah, and it's not even bullying. And yeah, he would literally just go up to random people or screw around them for no reason. They would retaliate, and all of a sudden, they'd be in the wrong. Yeah, and this just annoyed me because it went on for so long. Yeah, so, and apparently what they said is that I was almost suspended because of this fight, and that, what they did it to this Jimmy Bob. This is what they said to him, that he's on thin ice, and that he could be suspended or expelled or worse. What do you think he did barely even a week later? Blinded the same person, and yeah, temporarily blinded the same person and almost killed someone else. No joke. Alright, I have to tell this very seriously, because this could land me up some deep grill. Oh yeah, Jimmy Bob, who I won't disclose the name, yeah, brought in a deodorant can, who sprayed it in the kid that he was making fun of. Yeah, he sprayed it in his eyes. So, yeah, he sprayed it for so long, he went blind in one eye for like a little bit. Yeah, and then he almost killed Glenn Malone. Yeah, and Glenn Malone is a good friend of mine. And yeah, we almost killed. Yeah, I'm sure you won't mind his name being up. He's right, that kind of stuff. You almost killed it. Then because he sprayed deodorant in his mouth for so long. Oh, like, just forever. And apparently, he almost died because of it. Yeah. What do you think the school did about it? What do you think the school did about it? Do you think they may have said suspend him, even expel him, if considering? No, no, no. This is what they did. They simply just ignored him. They just ignored it. Just yeah. It's only death. Who cares? It's only death. It's not the end of the world. Oh my fucking mercy. So just who cares? Yeah. And that really annoyed me. And I haven't done anything to him. Just so you know. I swear I haven't done anything. Yeah, and it's just like it's really annoying to see good things happen to bad people and to see bad things happen to good people. That really annoyed me. So yeah, I hope you guys did enjoy the story about the police and how I almost got suspended and about this really annoying person. Yeah, and I'll catch you all in the next story. If you want more of this, please leave a like, subscribe. I'll catch you all in the next one. Peace out, everyone.